Okay, so a day or so ago, out of the blue, I receive a copyright claim violation at YouTube for a Barry Jennings clip that I posted a while ago. Now, anyone who's familiar with the controversy surrounding the collapse of WTC7 has by now almost certainly heard of Barry Jennings. And the reason being that Barry Jennings provided some of the most damning eyewitness testimony regarding the collapse of WTC7. Specifically, he describes an explosion within the building prior to the collapse of either of the Twin Towers. So the backstory on why this copyright claim came about is, from what I can tell, Loose Change was purchased by a company by the name of Microcinema, and after that purchase, doing some fishing around online, these copyright claims started coming about, and these clips were being forced off of YouTube. The original interview was like 15 minutes long. I had cut it down to about a 9-minute clip. But what I'm going to do now is just post something that clearly falls within the parameters of fair use. It will be a very limited, small clip that describes the most important part of what Barry Jennings actually said, which is there is an explosion. It takes out the stairwell that he and Hess were trying to escape the building on, and then they have to climb back up to the 8th floor where they're trapped, at which point, after they are up there on the 8th floor, the first tower falls. So again, some people had said that Jennings was confused, that there was no explosion, as if a person doesn't know an explosion when they hear one, and it blows out the stairs that they're trying to come down on. They said that it's possible that it was just debris from the towers, but from his testimony, it's clear that that does not match his story. His story is first there is an explosion, then they go up to the 8th floor where they are trapped, then the first tower falls, and then the second tower falls. I contacted Microcinema to see if they were the ones who requested that the clip be removed. The first reply I got was from the president, who just simply said, well, if it's a clip from Loose Change, it's a valid copyright claim. The second response I got was from somebody else who said it was YouTube doing it. I replied to them and said that I was going to post a fair use clip, repost the most important part that clearly falls under fair use reporting. And he said, go ahead and do it and let me know what they do. So here it is.
After I called several individuals, one individual told me that to leave and leave right away. Mr. Hess came running back in and said, we're the only ones up here, we got to get out of here. He found the stairwell. So we subsequently went to the stairwell and we're going down the stairs. When we reached the 6th floor, the landing that we were standing on gave way. There was an explosion and the landing gave way. And I was left there hanging. I had to climb back up, and now I had to walk back up to the 8th floor. After getting to the 8th floor, everything was dark. It was dark, and it was very, very hot. Very hot. I asked Mr. Hess to test the phones as I took a fire extinguisher and broke out the windows. The firefighters came. They came to the window, because I was going to come out on the fire hose. I didn't want to stay there any longer. It was too hot. I was going to come out on the fire hose. They came to the window and they started yelling, do not do that. It won't hold you. And then they ran away. See, I didn't know what was going on. That's when the first tower fell. When they started running, the first tower was coming down. I had no way of knowing that. Then I saw them come back. Now I saw them come back with more concern on their faces. And then they ran away again. The second tower fell. All this time, I'm hearing all types of explosions. All this time, I'm hearing explosions.